Hey guys, how are you? What's going on? Happy Saturday. Sorry I'm a little bit late. We have family over, so I had to get everybody situated and handle some business and I'm here now. What's going on? Um hey everyone. Yeah, we were going to talk some hot topics. If you were in my last live, I did talk about a situation that just happened. It's really not a situation. It's just more so like some addressing the comments. So, hey, Star Vanity Tarot. Hey, Boo Boo. Hey, Tony. Hey, AK. Hey, good morning. Good afternoon. Gang stars right here, Tony, Star, and AK. What's going on? Guys, so yeah, in the last live, I was over on Love Lies and Lace Friends, and I did kind of address a comment that happened over on Love Lies and Lace Friends last time I went live on the Shirley Nesto topic. Um, Sonia decided to pop out the bushes and low key threaten me with a lawsuit, but um just some nonsense, but we'll talk about it. I really don't want to get into that topic right now because I feel like once we get into that topic, we kind of park on that topic. So I would like to talk about some other things that are currently going on, and then we'll get into Shernesto and all of that tonight. But I did want to talk about a couple of things because I just, there's just too much hot topics going on right now to not talk about it. Okay. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that type, first of all, you got to prove damages. You just because someone says something defamatory doesn't necessarily mean that they defamed your character because sis has a whole reputation that I am not instrumental in having dismantled. She's done it all to herself. And it's just weird. But like I said, let's get into it tonight when I go live on that topic and we can dedicate a whole live. But I do want to focus on a couple different things right now, but I hit the go live button so quick. I did not upload what I wanted to upload before I came live, but I did want to talk about this because some people even mentioned it before, mentioning Nick Cannon, but Cam Newton, he was a quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, which, I'm in the Charlotte area. Sir, pretty much the whole time Cam was quarterbacking for the Panthers, he was with this girl, a stripper. And, he had 5 kids with her. So since he and this woman broke up, he's been with another woman and they had 2 kids. And now he's with another woman who is getting ready to have another child. So he's basically on getting ready to have his 8th child, 3 baby moms. And I guess the story is that this person, this woman that he's with right here with the black hat, Jasmine, I think her name is Jasmine Brown, and she's some sort of a comedian. Sis thinks it's cute that she is the third baby mom. So she's trying to make some lemonade over here, basically on the 3 times a charm tour. Basically, like now he's gotten it right. So this is the third time's a charm tour, and she's, I don't know. It's crazy that she thinks that this is anything special. That he had 5 with one, 2 with another one, and isn't with any of them, and then that he's going to be with her. So, basically this came out that Cam Newton, so she's, let me show you the more recent pictures, but yeah, she's been doing the most out here talking about this situation, and I just find it kind of a little bit crazy. I don't know what you guys are thinking about this or had heard about this. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. It's more of just the promoting baby mama culture. Hey, gossip, rumors, and innuendo. Hey, Miss HLS, Clarissa, everyone, Max, Glorious, how are you? Yeah, it's weird. Like, who who is going to celebrate your baby being number 8? Like at the end of the day, number 8 out of 3 baby moms. So whatever, if that's what she wants to do, girl, she can have it. Let's see. Let me pull up this shade room. Just a second. I mean, they were kind of, I mean, low key, I think a lot of people are happy for Ashanti because she's of a certain age. She hasn't had kids yet, and she seems like she's happy. But I mean, I'm not faulting her. I think it's a good thing, and becoming a mom is a wonderful thing. Um, I don't know. I don't know if there's any difference in the two. I don't know what you guys think. Is there a difference between Ashanti becoming a baby mom for Nelly, versus this girl becoming a baby mom for Cam? Let's see what this is. So here she is, Jasmine Brand isn't sweating talks of being Cam Newton's third co-parent, she's calling it. In fact, she seemingly addressed the internet whispers in a recent stand-up show. Let me just make this a little smaller so you guys can see this better. So yeah, sis is good and pregnant, his eighth child. I'm the third one, and this is his sixth child. She's saying sixth child. Jasmine said while on stage, somebody said, "Oh, couldn't have been me." All right, until a rich ninja put that pressure on you. So I wonder if she's not counting the other two because allegedly he's supposed to have five with one, two with another, unless he's not counting those other two. This is some ghetto. This is real, real, real ghetto. Just a second. This is very ghetto, y'all. So she's in his jersey. Everybody always thinks they're the one. They are the one with the magic that can change situations. Oh, I know who that is. Okay. Uh okay, so she's at the maybe she's at the comedy. I wonder if she's at Comedy Zone. Okay. So this was her Charlotte show. But she's going on a threes third times a charm tour, which started in Charlotte. She's going to Miami, Jacksonville, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. to do, I guess, her little version of a comedy act and to, I guess, spin the narrative of her being the third baby mom to this NFL quarterback. I just think it's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have to agree with it, but I just think it's I just think it's very, very much giving ratchet. She somehow thinks she can do better. He adopted the other two. Okay, so but he still that'll still be his seven, right? So seven plus the one is eight. So his eight kids. Okay. Yeah, because I don't know why she thinks she's going to do better than the other two. I don't know. Mm-mm. Okay, so these are the kids here. And Kim is just a strange guy. I'm just going to be honest. Do any of you guys watch his podcast? Oop, did that flip? Let's see. Okay. Anyway, and then we've all seen. Now, I did download this, but I'm not going to get into reading this. If you guys want this and haven't read it yet and would like to read it, I will share this with you guys if you want. This is the Jane Doe lawsuit with Diddy. If you have not seen this yet, it's quite interesting and it's definitely packed with lots of detail. So if you want it, I can definitely share it with you. Um, I'll probably post it onto my Facebook, but there's all of the pictures and dates and times and what's been alleged and all of the things. It's quite comprehensive. So if you're following this story, you may have already heard the whole thing before. If you haven't seen the actual allegations from the lawsuit, it's very much detailed and it it doesn't sound very good. It sounds very much like cut the check, but I don't know what you guys are thinking about that. I think when he cut the check for Cassie, that obviously opened up the door for other things. But he says he wants to fight this time. He says that people are assassinating his character. This is Diddy. And I don't know what you guys are thinking about. I met him once at the Cheesecake Factory in South Park. Oh, Cam. And what did you think, Miss Alina? Cam is not the typical F boy. He just has fame and money. Absolutely. But he's just a man like everybody else. That being said, he's just another guy who's got a bunch of kids, right? Right. I think this is just the day of reckoning for him. You know what I mean? It's just time. It's time and opportunity that's now catching up and people are kind of like, you know what? Oh, so and so just got compensated. I got drugged. Maybe it's just time. So now is it kind of opportunistic? But yeah, I mean if sis feels like she was wronged damn near what 20 years ago and now it's time to collect, I guess that's what she wants to do, right? Um but yeah, it's still kind of crazy hearing about it though. But this shocked me this week. I was kind of surprised to hear about this one. This was we all heard about this last year. The Amy Robach, TJ Holmes, these two who were having the affair on Good Morning America. So now their spouses are dating. I was shocked. Yeah, it's Diddy's time along with a lot of other people. Hey, hey Pine, how are you? Hey Mysterious. Girl, the stripper's oldest isn't Cam's, but he adopted it. Okay. Girl, they used to give him the business about her. Like low key, they used to give him the business about her here in Charlotte. I mean, people were not impressed that that was his woman, but you can't tell someone who to date and who to be with. But yeah, it was not widely talked about, but it was definitely widely whispered what he had going on. But the funny thing is that he was just kind of open about it. The girl was a stripper and or ex stripper and it was just kind of like I guess people felt like if they didn't talk about it, it just wouldn't be talked about. Mm. He probably should have just never did what he did. I mean, more like it, because a lot of this stuff is going to come back. Let me look up the story on People because I was reading it earlier and I don't think I transferred it over to my computer. Um, I was reading it on my phone. Let me see. Okay. I think it's just crazy though. So that's Amy Robach's ex-husband. If you guys used to watch Melrose Place, he was on Melrose Place. That's TJ Holmes' ex-wife. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes exes, Andrew Shue and Marley Feiberg or Feibig, have stepped out for the first time since the world learned they found love with each other. I think it's just giving trauma bond. That's what it's giving to me. In photos published Friday, hold on just a second for me, please. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to handle Portia. That doesn't really help, babe, because the opening up top doesn't really do much. It'll keep her out of here, but it's not gonna do anything. Um, okay. In photos published Friday by the Daily Mail, this 56-year-old Melrose Place alum and the 45-year-old attorney were seen putting two cats into a back seat. So, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys think this is on some revenge thing? Is this revenge thing or is this trauma bonding? He's Andrew Shue is the one who used to date Heather Locklear at Melrose Place. Um, his sister also was the girl from Adventures in Babysitting, if you guys remember that. That's going way back for all of us from the 80s. Um, if you saw Adventures in Babysitting, his sister, and then that's his sister, and then Andrew was on Melrose Place. I don't really know what he's done. It's giving pass me. It's giving wife swap, right? I don't know if they're swinging. It's swinging is mutual partying. That's not what it's giving, Dr. A. It's wife swap. It's I left my like I'm going to take yours and you can take mine. That's what it seems like to me. That's what it's giving. It's also giving like some revenge because who does that? That's so weird. In photos published Friday by the Daily Mail, the 56-year-old Melrose Place alum and 45-year-old attorney were seen putting two cats in the back seat of Shue's green Jeep Wagoneer. The couple were dressed in casual clothing. Shue had on a blue jacket, black pants, black leather sneakers. Feibig had donned a black hoodie, light wash jeans, and they're like going in on these outfits. The new couple could be seen in good spirits as they smiled and chatted while they seemingly packed their vehicles for a weekend getaway. What about the kids? What about the kids? Like, it's bad enough mom went to go be with the guy from work, but now mom and dad went to be with the guy from work, and now mom and dad are with who mom and dad left each other for. Like, this is very strange. On Tuesday, people confirmed that the ex-spouses of the former GMA3 What You Need to Know co anchors had formed a romantic connection while bonding over their shared experience of splitting from their partners of more than a decade. Robach 50 and Holmes 46 made headlines in November 22 when they were photographed cozying up together and their romance became public knowledge. At the time, Robach had not confirmed her separation from Shue nor Holmes from Feibig or Feebig. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. During the debut episode of iHeartRadio Amy and TJ podcast, this past Tuesday, the broadcasters cleared up the timeline of their romance and revealed that they had been living separately from their estranged spouses before pursuing a romantic relationship with each other. How convenient. According to Holmes, November 30th, 2022 was the day that and this was very important, we were outed. To be clear, we were outed as being in a relationship, but everyone else thought we were being outed as adulterers, being outed as cheating. Well, I think it was also being outed as nobody knew on Good Morning America that you guys were seeing each other and you two are close colleagues on in a workplace, and that can be uncomfortable for people, and that may be one of the reasons why you guys were extricated from your seats. Okay. Because whether they were canceled and contracts were paid out or whatever the case might be, people sitting on the set were not aware that these two were in a relationship, and the people at Good Morning America were not happy about it. So whether it was a relationship or an affair, it doesn't matter. It was weird and awkward for the people at Good Morning America. Being outed as cheating on your spouses, and it wasn't the case because the odd thing is, the day those pictures were taken and the day the article was released, we both had the point where we were in divorce proceedings. Robach explained, we thought we were protecting our children and our families, and we thought, so how is it that your spouses didn't know what was going on? And we thought we had time and thought that we had a right for privacy. Dating at work, that was, I mean, yes, if you were not on the biggest morning show and the people at your job didn't know. um So I wonder if they're doing like a bitter podcast, and we thought we had time and we thought we had the right to privacy, and maybe that was foolish and silly. Mm. Let's see. Holmes and Feibig settled their divorce December 22, just weeks after the news of him and Robach's relationship went public. Robach also finalized her divorce in March. Per page 6, over the course of the last year, Robach and Holmes have become more comfortable showcasing their relationship in public, with many of their romantic outings occurring both at home and abroad, and recently made their red carpet debut as the couple at iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball 2023. Okay, well, um, do you guys think that their spouses dating is on some, yeah, it's very messy. Do you think it's on some revenge or some trauma bonding? It's weird, right? Okay. All right, let's talk about this. Is this just some old-fashioned spin the block? Let me go over here. I mean, I'm kind of happy. I it might sound weird, but I'm more here for this story. And I'm gonna tell you why, what the difference is. Okay, so Nelly doesn't have 8 kids. Nelly doesn't have 7. He's got 2 that he adopted from his sister, and he's had 2, right? So he's a dad of 4. Ashanti is in her early 40s and she hasn't had a kid yet, and she seems to really love this guy. So I'm more here for it, just on sis really wants to be a mom, and if she can have a baby with this guy and she, you know what I mean? I'm going to give her a pass on this. So it might seem a little, I don't think it's hypocritical at all. I think she's just in a different place and time. um, I think that she's of a certain age. She's able to take care of herself and her child, just like Rihanna. She can take care of herself. She's got her own money, whether her and Nelly make it or not. He was nice enough to make her into a mom. You know what I mean? And I think she's very happy about the prospect of becoming a mother. And he was the man for the job. So he got it done and she's pregnant. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole, having a baby in your 40s, financially stable and mentally in a better place with a spin the block boyfriend. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I wouldn't be mad at it if she was 20, but at the end of the day, she's very much giving grown woman. And like I said, he's, if all these years have gone by and he's the man that was able to get the job done, to get that baby going, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm happy for her because we don't know what the future is going to be for this relationship, but the fact that she's going to have a child now, you know what I mean? Like, for us women, for some of us, life may not feel as fulfilled had you not had a child. Um, for many women, their lives will be more than fulfilled with many things minus a child. So a child is not the end all be all, but for some of us, it really is our in our destiny to become a mommy. And apparently it is for her at this moment. She's expecting, and everything, hopefully everything will go just as planned, and she's gonna be, she'll be happy. She gonna have her boo. I had a timeline of their relationship, but this is obviously not that article. Darn it, I don't have the right one with me. But anyway, sis seems to be happy. And Us Magazine is confirming. Us Magazine says that they did confirm with Ashanti. I just like this picture of them. That yes, she's pregnant. Her braids are amazing right there. Uh well, that's not promised at this moment because this is a spin the block situation. So we don't know if this is going to be permanent. We don't know if they're committing. It's not so much that money is everything. I'm really talking more so from a place of she's grown, she's over 40, she wants to have a baby, and he made it happen. Um, I guess if she had wanted to have a baby, she could have gone and had medical intervention and had her own baby and all of that stuff by herself and didn't need him. But the fact that she's getting to have a love child with her boo thing, it's fine. Two-parent household, we don't know if that's what's going to happen. We don't know if they're going to get married. We don't know if they're going to make it. These two, I think this is the third time around for these two. They've been together at least 2 times before, and now they're coming together on some grown and pregnant. We're going to see how it turns out. What do you that spin the block seldom works. Yeah, I mean, that's why I said, look, be happy for your baby. That's, remember that song, Thanks for My Child? Ashanti might be on some thanks for my child and be done with it. Well, I don't know. Good question, Jay Blake. Good question. It might happen, but look at Cam Newton and Jasmine Brown, you know? All right. I wish Ashanti the best. Who else is having a baby? Oh, we're not even talking about that. Um, wait, hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see over time. We got plenty of time for this whole thing to play out before the baby even comes. So we're gonna just okay. And so Glorious, you think that the couple swapping situation of TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, spouses getting together is on some trauma bond? Yeah. It might be revenge too, finesse too. I mean, it's pretty much it could teeter totter between both because I can only imagine that these two are having conversations and the just the disdain of dealing with each other. I don't know that a situation like that can end happily. It's just weird. It's very much giving strange. Let me flip back to the screen so anybody knows what we're talking about. This situation here, this switcheroo of partners and spouses, it's very much giving trauma and revenge, but that's what they want to do. But why not marry first? Regarding Ashanti and Nelly, I mean, Cam isn't marrying his girl either, so it just seems kind of like that's just one of the things. I think there's just a little bit of the kind of try before you buy culture going on. There's definitely the try before you buy, the let's do everything before we get legal with it. And there's nothing more legal or more permanent than a child. But this is a guy who's already got a bunch of kids. Nelly's got a bunch of kids. So I guess maybe they don't feel like it's a big deal. Um, I don't know. I mean, I recently any of you guys who follow, um, I'm not gonna talk about that yet. But there's definitely the try before you buy. And I'll be honest, we had our daughter before we got married. Our daughter was almost 2.5 years old at our wedding. So it happens. But again, I was 40 years old. So I feel like I was accepting if the relationship worked out, wonderful. If it did not, I was going to be happy with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's worked out. Um, but I think at a certain point, sometimes a woman wants to see what her body's going to do and have her child. But this chick over here, Jasmine Brown, seems to be making content out of it basically on the YouTube streets. I guess we would call it making content. Her going on her Thirds of Time tour, Thirds of Charm tour, and basically making the situation that he's a co-parent, that she's going to be the third co-parenting mom of his, is weird. Also, the fact that she's the one who announced the pregnancy, that's also telling too, that maybe that's his girlfriend and everything, but why was she? It wasn't that they put out an announcement. Um, they came to the podcast. She put it out on her Instagram. She's expecting. Yes. It's very much giving, I don't know, I'm not going to say he doesn't care, but it's just stuff is real weird these days. Stuff is very, very strange. That's Cam Newton. He was the quarterback of the Carolina Panthers. He has a very successful podcast now on YouTube. You can find it. This is his girlfriend. Her name is Jasmine Brown, and she is pregnant with his number 8 baby. So I guess he's got 2 that were adopted and 5 with his situations. Um, okay, so the first baby mom came with 2. She had 3 with him. The next one had 2. And then now she's getting ready to have 1. He was ashamed. I don't know. It's giving Nick Cannon. Mm, it's giving okay. So Cam Newton, so is there a difference between Cam Newton, Nelly, and a Nick Cannon? I think Nick Cannon is into the double digits. Is there a difference in that? Is there a difference between I just so happen to spin the block, which 2 of Nelly's are adopted too because they are his sister is deceased and he adopted those children. Um, so there's no difference. There's no difference between a Cam Newton, Nick Cannon, and oh my God, it's giving Hotel. Oh God, you guys are funny. Yeah. It's giving something, right? Let me look at my list of other things I wanted to talk about. We're gonna talk about some uh Shernesto tonight. If you guys watch like the last 5 minutes of my last live on Love Lies and Lace Fronts, Sonia came out the bushes to my comments and I was quite annoyed. Um, and we'll talk about that. But let me look at my list. Okay, so we talked about Cam, we talked about Amy. We did not talk about Gabrielle Union. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what else to say about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. I'm not surprised it's over. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not surprised. And okay. Um, but I heard that she's wanting to talk about his sexuality more now, and she's got some cute stuff to talk about. It's like, okay, so was it capping when you guys were together before? I don't know. I'm not really here for it that much, just to be quite honest. I'm not really here for it. Like, I don't know. Gabrielle Union to me gives me a little bit of Jada Pinkett Smith or John Legend's wife. There's some women who are celebrities to me who always seem to feel like they always have to be in the middle of some stuff. And John Legend's wife, I guess John Legend's wife is real busy now because we haven't seen her so much. Um, her name is even escaping me right now, thank God. But Gabrielle Union, Jada Pinkett, like it's just like, would y'all go and sit down? Girl, she's probably in the bushes waiting to be discussed. And we're just, it's like, okay, sis, we're good. We're still good and we'll talk. We'll get there. We will get there. Um, okay, let me pull this up real quick and let's see what's going on. I'm gonna show y'all this. Um another so we are gonna talk about a felon real quick. I've been meaning to get to this for all week. Let's see. Okay, so they had their official engagement party. Now, if you've not seen this guy, his name is Christopher Gold. He does go by something else. He wrote a book. I think that's why people are talking about his name. He changed his name for, I guess, social media purposes. But Sir did had a 10-year sentence in New Jersey prison for kidnapping and false imprisonment. And I think he did like about 3.5 years. We know Jennifer Williams was with Hips, Miss Robbie's son, Tim from Sweetie Pies, Tim Norman, right? And she was just in my scam story. She was dating the guy who stole her Range Rover when she moved to Atlanta. He was some sort of romance scammer. in Atlanta, and Angela Yee produced a two-part miniseries or mini kind of documentary on the situation that happened with that. But yeah, they just had a engagement party. These two, Jennifer Williams and her man, and Jennifer just celebrated her 49th birthday in September, and Chris just turned 30. And they had a very nice looking engagement party. Um, and I don't know, we're going to see how this goes. I think she feels like this situation is going to be different. I'm just not sure. It says at this point, so much bigger than Jennifer and myself. Um, to Chantal's real estate, you know, we love the love we have for you. We made the planning process easy for us and took care of every detail, whether big or small. The way you pulled this one off, I'm still lost for words. We are forever indebted to you. Um, we can't wait to treat you. You made this engagement celebration be more than what we could have even imagined. We both love you immensely. Okay, they're thanking all of the vendors here. Let's go to YouTube because they did post their video. Let me pull that up and let's see what their video. They have a video up of their engagement. So let's see what they posted. Now, is this content for basketball wives? It's possible because this whole storyline is playing out on basketball wives from the first episode. So let's see. Okay. Oh, the Golds. That's not even his real name though. Okay, maybe he actually officially changed his name. I don't know if this is not copyrighted music or not, but let's check this out. This is on their YouTube channel. All right, well, okay. I mean, these guys, I think they met. So the story was that they met at did they meet at Nobu's? Um, Jennifer had a friend working at Nobu's, um, and maybe bartending or something. And so they have a mutual friend that kind of hooked them up, and they met one night at Nobu's, maybe right at around a year ago. So this looks like everyone congratulating the couple on the engagement, and this has been a year in the making. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Now, I did do a video on so did they go live?
Welcome to another episode
Okay.
with Jen and CG. And we are in the house today.
In the house. It's
And
Sunday.
yeah, it's a rainy day. We were out
Mm.
earlier. My hair looks a little crazy, but you know, we're just home chilling. I had this makeup on earlier. So I'm going to make a little cheese platter and we're just gonna chit chat with you guys and catch up. We have some amazing things on the horizon.
He's giving very much of a baby face. Not to say he looks too young for her. I'm not going to say that. I feel like some people have said that he makes her like he dates her a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? 49 versus 30. Do you think that they're going to make it? Like, what do you guys think of this? He's definitely giving very much. Why did you have to have on your do rag? And is that, do you have on a fur, like, sir, do you have on a fur coat in the house? Like,
Our
what's going
engagement
on?
party is coming up in about a week. So
Sir, why are you
we're busy,
wearing,
busy, busy. So yeah. Hi guys.
We
Hi,
cozy
hi,
today.
hi.
We cozy.
Yeah, it's
Jennifer
like
just got me in the robe.
oh, okay. It's a fuzzy
See if I
robe
can get it close enough for
situation.
y'all.
he thinks he's freaking
He's one of these that really likes to style and profile in the camera. He's one of these that's going to get Jennifer in trouble. He's going to really be a problem because he loves the camera, and I think he really enjoys cupcaking in everybody's face with Jennifer. And I think Jennifer's absolutely stunning. But he is a cornball, and I wouldn't be doing all that in his situation. I'm just gonna say it like that. If I was out here, if I had if you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, sir.
He's crazy.
He thinks he's with this robe situation.
Now people are trying to put a baby on Jen. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't really have all the ingredients.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of it's at the other house because I don't know if you remember that we bought a whole bunch of stuff for charcuterie board, and it's still good. I'll check the fridge at the.
What I want to know is, what does he do for work? He says that he's some sort of financial guru, investor type, take your money, flip it, reverse it, do all of the things. I just don't know if I don't know what his success rate is. It just seems like for Instagram, he is supposed to be some sort of financially type dude. Let's listen.
The other house the other day. And yeah, we're never at the house. We're always over here. So, but
we're just gonna make a little something.
We'll make a little something. We got brie.
He talks
all my cheese lovers.
Yes, let us know what cheeses you like on your charcuterie cheese boards. Well, this has no meat, so I guess. Does that mean it's not a charcuterie?
Nah. We don't. We of course you guys already know we don't eat beef, pork, chicken. We are pescatarian. So along with the pescatarian.
So why not some smoked salmon and some shrimp?
And shit like that. So no, a lot of charcuterie boards come with the pork and all that stuff. Now you can do.
You could have done lox.
Like almonds and cashews. You can do crackers. I think we're doing crackers, right?
No, we're not doing. Listen, we have a lot going on.
Yeah, we're trying to kind of snatch down a little bit. So we have completely
to get into.
We've completely eliminated alcohol, so we do not drink any.
I was gonna offer you some wine.
No. We don't drink hard alcohol. We don't drink hard alcohol. So no vodka, no tequila. We do drink wine. Every now and then
we're gonna add some grapes.
We're gonna have a glass of wine with y'all. So if you're watching the episode, real quick, stop what you're doing. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and last but not least, click the.
Jennifer, you better watch your account, sis. You better come and go to my playlist, and you better check out what happened to Shirley Strawberry. Okay, girl, Jennifer.
Notification bell so you can stay informed for everything Life with Genesee G. And babe, I'll do the honors. I'll pour the wine. What we got? We got that from yesterday.
I don't know. You're gonna have to check.
I gotta go downstairs. So let me jet real quick. I'll be right back.
He has to go to the wine bar downstairs and see. I'm trying to figure out this damn board because normally I have more stuff, but I have this big spread and it's like a little.
So you're eating sugars and cheese and grapes, but you're omitting any of the proteins. You could have had smoked salmon. You could have had shrimp cocktail. You could have whatever you want on that charcuterie board. You could have like salted cod. You could have a couple of different fish and crackers, almonds, walnuts, all of those things. You could have crackers that are made of nuts rather than grains. There's definitely other alternatives. You don't necessarily have to have jellies with sugar. You could have nut spread. You could have not couscous. You could have what is the you need me? Stop it, babe.
What is this?
My husband is distracting me.
This one is like a little kick to it, so it's like a little spice. So it's a good balance with like sweet, savory, all that good stuff. So then this is smoked Gouda.
Okay.
I'm like crazy, y'all. I don't even these sweats might have stains, holes. I don't know.
What is?
But I had the shirt on earlier, so.
Let me turn the sound down on this.
Earlier, actually. I don't know, right?
They could have had some hummus. Some hummus.
She always looks great. I love her. This is what I love her. I love her in this form, right? Like I was talking.
This is my opinion. Okay, this is my impression. Like, Sir is real hype. I wouldn't be like he's giving calm your ass down. You know what I'm saying? All right, quinoa. There's so many different things. A charcuterie board is nothing but a wooden board. Well, I mean, it can be whatever you want it to be, but if you're doing your wooden board and you want to have your snacks and whatever your version of a charcuterie, do it. Let me tell you, I love some pancetta and I love those salty Italian meats. I just do. I'm sorry. I like a good prosciutto. I like you. I mean, okay, they don't. Okay, but smoked fish would be just as good. That would be delicious. Crab dip. Hello, y'all. Bougie gang. Like, come on now. Jen didn't call us to ask us our opinion, so that's why she's sitting there with brie. She didn't even warm it up in the oven. She's got fig dip, and it's like, okay, you got your fig jelly. I would have got some hot pepper jelly. I would have warmed up that brie, and you could have got some of those crackers that are made out of nuts and gone to town, okay, with a nice crispy Chardonnay or some rosé. Yum. I would like some of that right now. Okay.
To one of her best friends, Tanasha, and Tanasha was like, "Well, would you have accepted Jen had she was glammed up?" And then of course you guys got to know each other. Y'all woke up in bed, and she looked like a totally different person.
Ooh.
Y'all got to go to I have a Jen and CG playlist. The video where he talks about his crimes. Do you guys want to pivot to that? I mean, let's watch this a little bit and see them freestyle talking. But do you guys want to also we'll stop do a drive by real quick, but you guys go. I'll share the video where he talks about when he went to prison in New Jersey and why and his kidnapping charge, okay, that he got 10 years for.
You remember what we were eating with her and Ari at Kebab Land? So a lot of us, we see this makeup, right? And yeah, makeup can do wonders, right? But my amazing fiance is beautiful without it. I prefer her without it. But of course, you know, women want to get glammed up. So I support both sides. But y'all know what side I support the most. But real quick.
What, the putty cat?
Bad news. Oh, we don't have any more red wine. We got to get more. But
yeah, because
there's a ton of champagne in this house because we're champagne lovers.
What is? Oh, there's only like.
Where's your money at? That's what I want to know. Where's his money?
Last night, we had some friends come over, and I think our friend Armani pretty much devoured that on his own.
Okay, so Armani,
his name, but he's the person that introduced us. So.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Jen, I was trying to tell the people, girl. So Armani is the one who works at Nobu's that introduced them. Okay, what she just said.
Introduced me and Jennifer. So he's actually a mutual friend. Jen's been knowing Armani since like 2017, and I've been knowing Armani since 2010. So we both had a relationship.
So Jen knew Armani from Nobu's. Armani was an employee, and she's a guest, a customer at Nobu's. And I guess Armani may be like a bartender. Maybe they're going to tell it again. And Jen was sitting over here, I guess, at the bar, and Armani told Jen that he had a friend that he wanted her to meet, and this is the friend, the ex-con from New Jersey.
Yeah, of course, you know.
You guys know what happened to me, so of course I needed somebody to co-sign him because I was like, look, we're not having another situation where your girl is out here getting scammed. We're not doing that. We completed that task. So yeah, our money is the mutual.
That's looking good.
It's like kind of light.
She said she couldn't be out here getting scammed again. Okay, Jen.
There's no service purpose.
I hope not, Jen.
Shit with Bel Air, so I guess I can pop that.
Oh yeah, you have champagne. Oh, we have some up here, right?
Let's see what we got.
We were gonna drink that last night.
Does he have?
See what we got now. Got tons of bottles of this. And shout out to Bel Air.
That's my point. Is that Mastermind? Did you say that? Armani is not your friend. Armani is a nice guy that you know from a restaurant that you frequent, a nice high-end restaurant, and he knows you from off of Basketball Wives. He set his, you know, bougie wannabe guy friend up with you. Okay. And look, he scored. 1 year later, you guys are having an engagement party.
Their headquarters.
Shout out to Bel Air headquarters, Self-Made Studios. We have the perks of getting this whenever we want for the free ski. Love it. And of course, we definitely support this black owned. And it's smooth. We got a nice crisp taste.
Jen knows him from the restaurant.
Actually, we need to drink champagne because those things came in, babe, that we need to try.
You want to tell them about what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'll tell them in a second when I sit down and I can like, describe it.
Welcome all to smoke.
Oh.
Do the honors. Just for y'all. I ain't gonna shake it because I don't want no.
He's another one who's just like, damn sis, have you sat and listened to him?
Love that sound.
I'm not gonna drink too much because I'm gonna wake up early and go to the gym.
I'm coming. Definitely.
I'm coming.
Back up.
He's giving bugaboo. He's giving bugaboo because like she can't even go to the gym. I'm getting up early. I'm going to the gym. I'm coming. He's not trying to let nobody in her way.
So I have 2 tattoos that are healing up, but I think I'm ready to. I can sweat a little bit. It's for you, baby.
You want to like reposition the camera so it could be over here, and then I could sit down and we could like chat.
Yeah, of course. I got you.
So we'll be right back. Stay tuned. So
cheers, baby.
Cheers.
It's giving. Oh my God. It's giving. I'm dating my friend's younger brother. Like it's giving. It's Jen. Oh, Jen. Wait a second. I don't know if it's giving what she thinks it's supposed to be. Do you guys see this positioning here? They have some very well designed pictures, very laid out. This image right here is giving he's puny. I don't know what kind of damn robe she done gave him. And sis is giving, I'm tired. I'm trying to, do you guys know that sound? It's this, I'm gonna have to find it. It's on TikTok and everything, but it's like the, a viral sound where it's like, this is for the love and for the power and and it's like, babe, come on. And it's like when you're 40 and your man is 24. When you're 40 and your man's 24 and you're trying to go take a nap, or when you're planning your week of success, but your man wants you to come drink, and it's definitely giving. Who said auntie and nephew? It's giving nephew and auntie vibes. It's definitely giving. Okay, Jen.
Wait. Okay. Cheers to us.
Cheers to us.
1. Okay.
Cheers to what else?
To forever.
2.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to. You can say 1.
Cheers to Mrs. Gold.
Cheers to, that's not even your name, sir. You changed your name because you got exposed on Basketball Wives. They pulled your whole background check. That was like episode 2 or 3. They went in on you, sir.
Cheers. 3. Okay, 3 is good.
Oh my God, does he have rabbit teeth? Do you see how his teeth look a little bit
3 is cool.
Disturbing?
Okay. Oh, number 4. Cheers to the YouTube fam.
Okay,
yes,
thank you. Thank you.
Y'all can watch this.
Guys,
thank you.
They gave us a whole cheers. Thank you. Thank you. We accept that. Cheers to us on YouTube. Thank you.
Champagne, wine,
Yes, thank you.
Cheese.
Look at that.
Crackers, but
Put some put some champagne glasses for the couple in the chat. It's giving friend's son. Yes, it's giving. So I'm dating my friend's son, right?
Remember, I told you guys we have our engagement party coming up. So I ordered these.
Let's give them some champagne glasses.
I don't know what you technically call them, but they go inside.
I think it's just called a champagne floater.
Okay, the champagne floater. So they have our picture on them.
What is that?
And these are for our engagement party. So you're supposed to put them I don't know if we might need a different glass, babe.
Well, the
So
glasses are going to be
He
the glasses at the
definitely
venue are going to be different from this, I believe.
wait,
he should not have that damn do-rag on his head. It's giving I'm disturbed. It's really hard to focus.
but how do you get this off?
We're going to leave that for them. We're going to
But I want to try. I have to try it because it's edible. Oh,
see.
Oh, you put them in your drink. Okay, let me tell you guys this too. Jennifer also kind of gives a little bit, she can't do anything for herself. She needs kind of an attendant who will serve her up some dangalang. Okay. I think that's how she's getting into this problem is because they probably have something fun going on in the bed, and he also is very attentive, and he gives bugaboo to I think a normal woman, but I think she likes all of the attention that he gives her because he has nothing else going on, and she's giving bad bitch, and I think he likes that. He likes that
it's
very
only.
much.
Oh Lord,
Yeah, just leave it. Just leave it.
babe, it's one.
Okay, Vicky, it's giving my friend's son just got out of
Wait, I
jail,
want
so
to
I'm
see.
letting him stay with me
Oh, this
because
is
I
like
have an
That's like
extra
that
room
material they use in
and
the
we
church.
did
You
it
know,
on
they
a
give you the
lonely
bread and
night.
the wine in church. And
damn.
you can
So
eat the
this
bread.
one.
Ooh.
It's like a weird material.
Wait, but hold on. Is it like too? Let me get some scissors. I'm just gonna. I have to try one.
The
babe.
production value of this is quite, it's giving
Because I thought it
Junior
was like you
Shirley
just
and
pop it
Junior
out, but
Nesto.
if
It's
not, this
giving
is gonna be a
Shirley
lot
and
of work for
Nesto
them.
2.0.
So that means I might have to like.
Go ahead.
Let me go
Pre-cut.
to his Instagram. I'm
Right.
gonna show you his
Pre-cut.
So maybe
Instagram. Hold
we do
on.
now. Right? Because what the hell? It doesn't come. Like I thought
All
you
right,
just
There's
pop
how
them.
many of those?
let's put them on hold for a second. Let's see I told you guys about this situation over here. He's very photogenic. Okay. He's photogenic. And I think she likes that. Look at Nene Leaks. Everybody is congratulating them. He is also of the variety girl. He's going to be all up in the comments. Sir stays up in her comments. Okay. This is him right here, Christian Gold. That's not his real name. His name is something different. Um, why is he there with did Blackberry come back with the new Blackberries used to be the thing, okay? Um Sir is I think Sir likes to profile. Sir, I don't know how he makes his money. He's supposed to be some sort of investor, six-figure investor dude. I think he just put her in a Rolls Royce, some sort of Rolls Royce SUV. What did they call it? Um, what was it called? Surprised her with her dream Cullen. Cullen. Um, it looks like it's a Bentley. I think it's the Bentley SUV. But a lot of these people surprise you, but it's nothing but a car payment with it. Like they secure the vehicle, but they haven't paid the vehicle, right? Hold on. And you know what? I think also he's from Jersey. I think he's from Jersey. She's from Jersey. I think they found each other on look, if you're from Jersey, you understand what I mean. But I think Jennifer has a certain degree of showboat in her. And you know how it is to be from up top. And I think they have a little bit of some kinship on some New Jersey vibing. They vibe on the same like to floss. Okay. They are of the similar type flossing. Um, okay. And there's nothing wrong with a little bit of floss, but I don't know if I don't know what his money is like, to be honest. I don't know if this is her money or his money. I don't know that he has her money. Maybe he does. I don't know. Yeah, that's the Bentley. Yeah.
Open that up. Big hugs. What's up, Jen? Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy.
But I mean, cars are nice and everything, and nothing against a nice vehicle. But let me tell you something, a nice deed to some property, or I just paid off your mortgage. That would be on some panty dropper right there. Okay. Oh, I just paid off your mortgages. You know what I'm saying? That's on some and the car. And guess what? Let's go over there. Let's go over there and then you pull up and the Cullen is in the driveway. On some, I just paid off all your mortgages, boo boo. You don't have to worry about a thing. Okay? That would be panty dropper to me. A car, I love a nice car, don't get me wrong, but I'm not that is I can buy my own cars, you know what I'm saying? Um but I think for a woman who has some things, obviously, Jennifer has a townhouse. I don't know if she has, several homes. I don't know what this woman has, but it would be nice to be able to say, to cut that damn check. Okay, cut the check and pay off those mortgages and you are an owner. Or you know how when Kanye gave Kim some Apple and gave her whatever, what was it Kim had like 4 or 5 companies. When she opened up the boxes, she was kind of taken aback because Kanye had given her stock in Disney, Apple, like whatever, maybe the top 5 companies at that moment. He gave her a stock portfolio. That's on some sir wants me to be financially stable. Okay. A car, we're into some flossing type stuff. Okay. Yeah. That's girl. Who's saying Andrew Cunanan? I know exactly who Andrew Cunanan is. Um Andrew Cunanan was the gay serial killer. He was the guy who made it across the country over a summer, had people really, really scared. He ended up in Florida, in Miami, and he is the one who took out Gianni Versace in Miami Beach. But he wreaked havoc heading across the country and made it to Johnny Versace's and did him in. So yeah, he killed Johnny Versace. Yes, we know even though we're talking celebrity right now, I'm a whole true crimer. So I don't know all of them, but I know some of them, but yeah. Anyway, okay. That was crazy. That was crazy. Um all right, let's keep going. Let's go back to a little bit. I'll drop the links for this for you guys, but Jennifer and CG are a mess. Okay. Let's go back to, I don't know if they were live or what, but it's definitely giving auntie vibes. And my
How
best
many
friend's
things is
son,
this? What's this? 4 rows of,
it's
well,
making me
no,
want to
six
get
rows
a
of four.
nice glass of
24 on
something
each page.
bubbling.
And there's 4.
96.
Oh my God. I'm going to hire somebody to do this shit. Right? Because they're not, like, I literally
Jen
thought
doesn't want to do anything.
you just
Only
pop them
thing she wants
out.
to do is get dressed.
So they're not going to do this at the freaking place.
Jen, where's your assistant? You don't have an
Young woman be
assistant?
buying all that
No,
extra
it's a
shit.
nice touch. Look. So it's our picture. This is
Get a
edible.
little closer, baby.
I mean,
Well, gay serial killer, as in he was targeting the gay community. So he was a gay, I think he was gay too, but he was targeting high profile, wealthy gay men. And he was on some, if you happen to be in the midst of this guy, he was going to take you down. Hey, Whiskey 704. Hello to everyone. Yes, that's what they called him at the time. Because he was targeting the gay community, and I think he was also a homosexual guy. But yeah, that's what he was doing. He was
no,
trouble.
I don't
There
know.
we go.
Okay.
He was
That's
trouble
focus.
out in these
That's
So
one
streets.
of my
this
favorite
is one of our
photos.
favorite photos. It's 2 different ones you can choose from.
So you put that inside of the champagne as our guests enter. When our guests enter, they're going to, of course, they're going to enter.
Look,
They're going to have champagne.
look.
Yeah, it fits.
So it goes inside. I don't know, babe. You might have to.
Let me.
You see how she can't do anything, babe. You might have to, babe. I need you to, babe. It's like, damn. He was a hustler, but yeah, he ended up killing people. Okay, but we're gonna pivot off that. That's not part of the conversation at the moment. No,
I'm gonna need
in
something.
all seriousness, if you want to
So they
talk
can
Andrew
see, because
Cunanan
this
one
is
day,
a
maybe
nice
we can
touch
try
if
to
you're
do
Put
that.
it down.
if you're
Okay,
doing
Jen.
So this thing goes inside.
So it's some sort
yeah,
of
and it just
sugary
kind of
type
like
thing.
floats. It's edible.
Yeah.
You just drop it in. Yeah, I think it is like when you do communion at the church.
Yeah, it's the bread.
Oh, like
So
a
that's
a
that's how they
communion
do it. You get the
wafer.
bread and
So
whatever.
it's cool. Like people will be greeted with a glass of champagne with our picture in it. It's just like a nice personal touch when you're doing a party, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be engagement. It could be a birthday party. It could be whatever. And actually, how I found these, I was on Instagram and it came up. You know how they do those ads, and I was like, oh my god, that would be so cute for our engagement party. But it comes from China, so you have to give yourself enough time to order it. But yeah, we're about a week out, so we have enough time. So I'm going to.
At first, they probably gonna be like, "What the hell is that in my drink?"
Right. So we have to tell them. They have to let them know that it is
edible
and sanitary.
Yes.
Okay, so. I mean,
if you've been to church before and you did communion for all my Christians,
I'm trying to see if it's gonna like.
Oh,
I think it dissolved.
These two.
For my reunion dress last year, the red dress, because I was in Paris and I saw advertisement. It was a Elie Saab dress, but it was long. It was
of service, but yeah.
So yeah, we just been busy with that. This one has been busy getting tattoos every other day.
What about closing some deals and making some bread?
Working on a project. And I'm also helping the artist because he's entering this big convention, this tattoo convention. So I'm actually the tattoo model for that. Of course.
Jennifer, can you please run, sis? What he's not no 7-figure ninja. What's going on? Jen don't mind lowballing for a good piece of you know what. That's all I'm gonna say.
Shut up. I have enough.
He's a tattoo model. I thought he was a 7-figure investor type ninja.
But yeah.
They just think you a whole rebel, baby.
I mean, I am a rebel. I'm glad.
But that's fine. I feel like
I'm the rebel. Black sheep of the family. I never conformed to society, and it's been paying off pretty well. Yeah, the whole stint, and getting in trouble, going to prison.
Well, we talked about that.
Embarrassing. Jen, you're gonna need to give him some media coaching, sis. I mean, I love it. He can talk about it all the time. But at the end of the day, sis, this is embarrassing. It's not giving Bentley, sis. It's not giving what you think it's supposed to be giving at this moment, because it's really giving very much ratchet. Okay. It's giving. It's like Jen done fucked up again. Okay. Jen, no ma'am.
That wasn't
so fortunate, but I never conformed to society and how you're supposed to, get this education. Of course, I did go to college.
Jen, you better slow down, sis, because the wedding's coming. You said you wanted to slow down on the food, and you sitting there looking like you stress eating, sis. You've already said yes.
I got an education. Yes, I did.
But you can't get that ninja out the house. He's not going nowhere.
Tomorrow when I go to college, no. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the people say, oh, he's a rebel. I mean, I am a rebel. So you're 100% fact.
Well, I don't know if rebel is the right word, because I think that you have to do what is for you. And
Jen, if he's saying he's a rebel, let him speak and use his own words. What is it with these women who got to correct every damn thing their man says? That's why some of these women are in trouble today. If your man says he's a rebel, let that soak in. That's who he's telling you he is. Stop trying to be creative and make it into something it's not. He said that's what it is, sis. Can you let the man be a man? Or is that why you're with someone 20 years younger than you, because you want to conform a young man into who you want him to be as your husband?
He puts this stigma on.
He looks like a whole child sitting there next to you.
Live in a house with a picket fence. But I do feel like that is shifting because you have this new wave of kids that are like 5 making millions of dollars on TikTok and YouTube and all of this stuff. So I think there's that uniform of what people think that is supposed to be.
It's an even playing field now. That's it.
It's not like you have to do what works for you.
Yeah.
Like my sister's an engineer, my dad's an engineer. I don't know if they thought I was gonna follow suit, but my world is completely different from their world. Like my sister and I, we're night and day, we're yin and yang, but we balance each other out. My dad is like, I don't know what the hell he is, but
She be giving her dad a hard time, y'all.
a hard time.
Yeah, but I mean that's personal stuff. But
No, I don't think I give him a hard. Like I don't. My thing is, I'm
He's trouble. He's trouble. Abort a mission immediately. I would have called that thing a damn Christmas holiday fancy party and
an
been
older book,
done.
so I don't feel like I give him a hard time. I've actually given him a lot of grace.
Ooh,
I've
okay.
given him a lot of grace, and it's no secret because I think I don't know if I talk about it on the show. I think I have talked about it on the show, but it is what it is. Like my dad and I, we don't have the best relationship, but I come to grips with it. And I had a conversation with my sister because
Mm.
when my sister was here recently visiting,
yeah,
I talked about it in front of Christian with my sister, and I was just like, I've forgiven him because I truly believe you have to forgive people for yourself, right? Because if you hinder these feelings, emotions,
I know. It's like, do
it's
tell,
more of a
right?
bigger
Yeah.
issue for you
Open
than
up. Tell
that
us.
person is living their best life. They don't even know you have problems. Like my dad, he's he's very intelligent, super intelligent, but he's not, how do you say? He's not
in layman's terms, book smart, not street smart. Basically, I mean, it's
No.
in layman's.
He's an engineer, so he's practical, pragmatic, very much, and of a different generation. Jen is 50. Her dad has got to be at least 70, 75 years old. That generation didn't always do the touchy feely I love yous and all of that. Jennifer's mom is deceased, so maybe they had a little bit of a disconnected relationship. Maybe Jen's father was definitely giving very much provider, but he wasn't definitely, he wasn't one of those dads to give all of the hugs and kind of new age dad that's more hands on. Maybe he was one of these very practical, go into the city wearing his suit, earning money, providing a great lifestyle for his kids, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, life is very different today. Unemotional, detached. There are very good parents that are not emotionally overly giving all of the I love yous and all of those things. But there's a generation of men that feel like when I came home every day, I loved on your mother. I never cheated. I provided for you guys. I paid for your college, all of those things. That's me telling you I loved you every single day. Me getting up, going into the city, handling business, paying bills, making sure your mom was happy, giving you the best of everything. That was me telling you I loved you. I didn't get to take you to the prom and I didn't tell you you were beautiful all the time, but that's what your mother was there for. She was a housewife providing. Yeah. For some men, providing is their I love you, right? Some men just are not like that. I think today's men are a little bit different and they have softened some for, you know, and that's a good thing. And then in some cases, it hasn't been such a good thing. But overall being able to be more emotionally grounded is a beautiful thing, for fathers especially to connect with their daughters. But yes, of Jennifer's time frame, Jen is 49. Her dad is probably, let's say, at least 75 years old. He's of that generation. My dad was of that generation until my parents got to be a certain age, maybe like about, I don't know. I could have been in my late 30s to almost 40 years old. Did I really even start like, bye, mom, I love you? Like, we didn't do all that. Not to mention, my parents were from the Caribbean and they were very kind of stoic and a little bit rigid, very strict. We didn't do all of that touchy feely, but it was like, I don't know, one day it shifted a little bit, and that was it, you know. So some people's parents are just, especially if they're of an older generation, they're not like that. They're not like us. You know what I mean? Um,
Terms. I feel like I see where you're getting.
Yeah, he's just
There's a lot of book smart people that are kind of airheaded.
he's very
Christian is stupid. That you just said her dad's airheaded. What?
he's very intelligent, but lacks common sense.
Oops.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oops. Jen. Oops.
Lacks common sense. So like shit that'll be like, oh, damn.
So he's a little inconsiderate.
I'm running 15 minutes late. Let me like call and say it's just, and not because he's very punctual. I'm just using it as an example, but he just doesn't. He wouldn't even think to, do certain shit. So I don't know. I have given him grace, and I have accepted who he is as a person. My dad is over 80 years old. He's not going to change at this point in his life. And I'm okay with that. But that doesn't mean
when he's gone, you're going to miss him, Jen. You're going to miss him because some of the things that you probably don't like about your dad are probably some of his best qualities. Possibly. I don't know the whole story with her and her father, but this numbskull you guys sitting next to you is probably the polar opposite to your father. And if anyone is the rebellious of these two sitting at this table, it's probably Jennifer.
I have to conform. Like, he has to make an effort as well.
Wow.
So, but I'm okay. Life is great. And
Jennifer has a beautiful life. You do.
Yeah, I do. So I don't even know how we got on that topic, but
girl, it's the wine and YouTube. Like YouTube has a way of doing it.
I've literally, it's crazy because like even when the camera, this is not on, we just rumble around and we converse, we talk, and
Let me tell you something. When your parents are gone, when those people you love that are gone, let me tell you something. Them things that used to get on your nerves are the things that are like
up, baby.
The things you miss, girl. Let me tell you.
Party that's coming up. Of course, we'll have someone there filming, so you guys can get some clips and some snippets of
Look at how this is looking now, babe.
We look like we just melted. Literally, this whole edible thing inside the channel. Right now, I'm not talking about opening a restaurant, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about putting. Yeah, we have the morals. We have the values, right? Everything is there. We have those intentions are pure, but I want us to really go out and attack. Like create, because I understand what we're both capable of, and Jen, you know that as well. So I'm super ready for that.
But I thought I could retire.
Girl, bye.
So we had a conversation about No, but I'm talking about his business as far as
no, I know
real estate. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that you don't have to show up and go to work. Now I'm not talking about opening a restaurant, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about putting things together that way those assets can compound, right? Because you guys know I always talk about this, right? Episode 7, Who is CG? Buy the asset buys the liability. So that's really what I'm talking about. As far as retirement goes, babe, I met Jen last year, December, and probably by like May, I would start talking about retirement. I was just like, okay, I support it, right?
You started talking about retirement before.
Maybe.
Okay. We're going to have to get back into this. Let me just see one other thing. Let me see if I can find the episode real quick where he was sitting up there telling all his business. Is this it?
What's up? A lot of times, a lot of us want to focus on the negative, but listen, the positive is right there. You have the resources, you have the network. So I'm going to have to just get used to sitting in this environment. Transcendency. It talks about nirvana, and it talks about really focusing on the spirit, man, so you can go out.
Oh, his book that he wrote while he's in prison. This guy wrote a book while he was in prison, and it's with his street name, not his it's not Christian Gold, it's something else. I'll get the link to the book for you guys. It's a jail book.
I'm not coming home until I'm 29. So I'm going to have to just get used to sitting. A lot of times I write my first book, Spiritual Architecture. I'm where I am today because full transparency. I've shared my story with my whole platform, people that don't even know me, people that know me. And I embrace this story because what I tell people all the time is you never know what your story can help someone. Still dumb, I'm still making dumb decisions. So, of course, I get sent to prison for false imprisonment, right? No one pressed charges. My ex at well, my ex now, but my girlfriend at the time, she didn't, she was opposed to me going to prison. She was just like, listen, he just graduated. He has a real estate license that he just got in the state of New York. He's doing well for himself. He has a very, very high paying salary. The judge had it out for me, actually a black judge. I'm not going to say any names, but that landed me 7 years
He
in
sounds
prison,
like a complete
right?
fool.
So a lot of people are asking, well, why did you guys name the channel Life Sentence with Jen and CG? Well, there's no one facing a life sentence. I've done my time, right? We did change that to Life with Jen and CG. Didn't really like the sentence part on the end because it does kind of correlate to,
You did like it. That's you guys were trying to be cute and funny, and that's when. So I have one of the first episodes that came out when the branding was still Life with Jen, and I think that opened up the reason why people immediately were asking about him and him being like a jailbird was because that whole life sentence thing. It was just giving something that was strange. Okay, let me see if they.
for the rest of your life.
Is this the
A lot of
video?
students or a lot of their credit, I was actually sent to prison. Now, the whole dynamic of the case, should I have been sent to prison for it? Most definitely not. My case is public record. You can look up my case. Listen, there's nothing to hide, right? Never been in trouble outside of a traffic ticket, right? And of course, I'm 20 years old at this point, and now I'm a black man on trial, right? And I'm at the point where I'm just like, listen, I'm super scared. I've never been in this position. They're not talking county jail, they're talking prison. So my life did a whole 180 backwards, right? Not even from a positive standpoint. So of course, I get sentenced to do 10 years to serve 7 years in prison, and I leave. I leave my family. At the time, I leave my son behind, who is now 13 now, and I feel like a failure because I failed myself, I failed my family, I failed my son.
He's 30 and has a 17-year-old. Excuse me. He's 30 and has a what? A 13-year-old, excuse me. So he had a kid at 17.
I was scared because I've never been
Okay.
in this
Nothing.
predicament
I mean, I
before.
guess that
And
happens. He's a teenage dad.
it's something that rang in my head. It was like God was talking to me like,
Yes,
listen,
ma'am. He was in
I
prison.
had to remove you from a situation you couldn't remove yourself from. A lot of the times, us as people, we get into these toxic relationships and we don't leave the toxic relationship because it's just comfortable.
He's
right?
very
That was
loud.
me. I got so used with this beautiful young lady, right? There's nothing against my ex-girlfriend or whatever. I got used to this beautiful young lady being by my side. It felt comfortable. It felt organic. I'm 20 years old. I'm blind to love. I'm still stupid. I'm still dumb. I'm still making dumb decisions. So of course, I get sent to prison for false imprisonment, right? No one pressed charges.
Nobody has to. If you kidnap someone, because I think the actual charge was kidnapping. He says false imprisonment, but I think the actual what he did time for was kidnapping. He did something. So when you do something criminal, it's not that someone's placing. I mean, she may have disappeared. We don't really know what happened. But whatever reason, the police came and charged you, sir, I believe, with kidnapping. He's saying false imprisonment, but I think the charges were kidnapping. Okay. The state took it. Sometimes things happen and it's out of our hands. If it's a crime that has happened against a fellow citizen or a crime that is happening, it's out of an individual's hands. And you got 10 years. 10 years? That's serious. 7 years in he got 10, but 7 to serve in prison, 3 on probation. I think he got out after 3.5.
My ex now, but my girlfriend at the time.
Oh, he did full 7?
She was opposed to me going to prison. She was just like,
She
listen.
probably was scared of your ass. Look, let me tell you guys, these two are a very interesting couple. We're gonna have to keep our eyes out for Jen. Jen has been with many a problematic gentleman over the past few years. Like we said, She got to Atlanta, she got scammed, she got her car stolen, sir took some money from her, everything. It was a bad situation. Now she done found this guy. He's almost 20 years younger than her. I don't even know what this man does for money. It's very strange. You guys are already saying in the chat it's giving Shirley and Nesto 2.0. Girl, we're going to keep our eyes out. Okay. We're going to keep our eyes out and we're going to keep up on it. They have a whole YouTube channel. Okay. So what could even be better? Okay. Y'all, I will come back a little bit later. But I've got some family over at the house now. We're getting ready to start cooking. So I will see you guys later on this evening, probably around like 9 o'clock or something, 9 or 10. And we're gonna get into some things. One other thing, right before we go, let me tell you guys what happened. Okay. Okay, the door's ringing. Hold on one second. Okay, guys, I am so sorry. We'll talk about it. Go watch my live, the last live I just did, the last 5 minutes if you want to know about what happened with old Sonya. But we'll get into some Shernesto. We'll talk about Lamont part 4. We'll do all that stuff tonight. I'll put the live up so you guys can hit the notify me button, and I will see you guys this evening, like 9, 10 o'clock. Okay. Ooh, Portia, you okay? Okay. Okay, I will see you guys a little bit later. Okay. Thank you for joining me today. This was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed kind of getting caught up on some hot topics and conversation. Get active down into the comments if you have any comments regarding anything that we talked about. And if you have some hot topics you would like to discuss, make sure to include them down below and we will get into them next time. Okay. You guys take care and I will see you guys later on this evening for some catch up on Chernesto and everything going on over there. Okay. You guys take care. Bye.